Alright, y'all. Peace and blessings. God bless y'all. I'm Jarvis Kingston. I hope y'all doing alright in these challenging times. Now, today, I want to discuss about the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. I guess she's a socialite, and she was really rubbing elbows with Jeffery Epstein and things like that. And, you know, when it comes to things like that with socialites and real elite people and those high social ranks and whatnot, we all know all the wicked and evil, dark secret things that they do. Whether it's dealing with sex trafficking, pedophile rings, human trafficking, organ harvesting, missing children, kidnappings, rape, sexual abuse, torture, things like that. There's so much that goes into those type of things, and the fact that not too much of the media is talking about this, if you notice that, not much of social media is talking about this neither. Everyone talked about the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, but nobody talks about this though. And this just shows you what the energy that people put there. This shows you how people don't redirect their energies properly. How we put so much focus and energy on something that deals with race wars and black and white, but we don't put that same energy into sex trafficking and missing people and pedophile rings and organ harvesting and all types of trafficking and stuff like that. You know, and racketeering and all types of conspiracies dealing with those things. But there's so much ways to go about this topic of the whole Ghislaine Maxwell situation, the whole trial. Because with the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, you know, a lot of people are already saying like, there's no way he killed himself, and you know, they definitely killed him or whatnot, or he knew too much, or he probably broke the oath. You know, Jeffrey Epstein's the one that put out that list of all those famous people, all those celebrities, all those athletes, all those politicians, that all those actors, singers, and actresses who partake in those rituals, who partake in sex trafficking, who partake in those settings. And, you know, right as Jeffrey Epstein released that list, boom, he's gone, just like that. So that already tells me, like, he definitely broke the oath. He definitely told things he was supposed to. He outed a lot of celebrities. And he was probably going to do much more with it and, like, really take it to court type stuff. And they got rid of him before he could even do that. Because these people, these movers and shakers, these elite people, these in these higher ups, these people, man, they have friends in high places. You know, they're socialites, so they do all these crazy, wicked, dark stuff, man. And when they get tired of it, they just start saying, forget it, and they just start exposing everything and everybody, you know. So it's really insane and crazy. And this whole Ghislaine Maxwell woman, you know, with her, she definitely know a lot of stuff. She was there and everything, so she's seen it all, done it all, and probably partaking all of it as well. Because you can't be in those environments without partaking in it. You know, I mean, there's a lot of oaths that go into that. There's a lot of rituals and a lot of secrecy, a lot of demonic stuff that goes on in those type of environments. It's very sick and evil. If you ever watched the movie Eyes Wide Shut, that's basically how they live. You know, even though the movie Eyes Wide Shut starred Tom Cruise, like in that movie, it was just like sex parties and sex rituals and them wearing masquerade masks and stuff, and all of them having orgies and having intercourse with all each other, you know, doing all the Sodom and Gomorrah things, you know. But that's all tied in together. That's all connected. Sex parties, orgies, pedophilia, human trafficking, sex trafficking, all those things are all connected and tied together. The fact that they're making Ghislaine Maxwell, they're putting her on trial, that tells me like they're probably making her a scapegoat, or they're making her like a patsy, and they're making her like the poster girl of all the stuff that these other elite people do. You know, they're basically just really putting her on trial, outing her, maybe because she probably was going to do the same thing Jeffrey Epstein did as well. She probably was going to she was probably going to expose everything and everybody, and she's probably going to put out a list too, or go into more detail about the whole Jeffrey Epstein list. But who knows? All in all, though, who knows what could happen when she goes on trial? Hell, she might spill the beans. She might tell it all. Who knows? She might be innocent, might be guilty. However they play that out, at the end of the day, the news is not talking about this much. And when it comes to very serious, deep things like this, the media never wants to parade around that or talk about that. They always want to talk about race, and white, black, and psyop shootings and shit. They don't want to, and psyop shootings and stuff. They don't want to talk about human trafficking, pedophilia. They don't want to talk about stuff like this because it's a very touchy, sensitive topic, and it's very hard to talk about. But these things are very real, man. You have missing people. You have traumatized people. You have people that go through sex trafficking. You have human trafficking, organ harvesting, pedophile rings, Pizzagate, all those things, man. These real elite people, these famous people, these politicians, they're evil, wicked people, bro, and they partake in all these things. That all goes back to the worship of Moloch, the worship of Baal, the worship of Pan, the worship of all these Greek, Roman goddesses, all these Babylonian deities that they worship and bow down to. They do those sex rituals and partake in those things, venerating those Greek goddesses, you know. And that's really what all this boils down to, you know what I mean? All those orgies, those sex parties, things like that, bro. You know, that stuff is real crazy and twisted, man. It's a very twisted, crazy duality world those famous people live in, man. They don't live normal lives, you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff you see in movies and sci-fi movies and stuff, those things are very real, you know? So, it'll be interesting to see how this trial goes and how it's going to be reported and what pops out of it. We have to stay tuned to see how it goes, because it's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out, you know. I just want to kind of touch bases on this, man, because it's a crazy thing that not so many people are tripping about, you know, or not outraged over. But sex trafficking, all that stuff is real, man, straight up. So I'm Jarvis Kingston, man. I pray to God that whoever listens to this message, I pray that if you ever been through any sexual abuse or trauma, or you've been broken in different ways, I pray that you be restored and healed from it. I pray that you heal from your trauma. I'm sorry that happened and that happened to you. I pray that God restores you and he helps you through those phases, because those are not easy things to battle or deal with, you know. People that go through those type of scenarios, it's very hard recovering from those things and being restored. But the Most High, he's a true healer. He's a true restorer, man. He will restore you. He will make you a new person, despite those crazy experiences you had. All right. I pray that everyone gets baptized. I pray that you start your life over for the Lord. I pray that y'all get new beginnings and your life changes. I pray that you give your life to Christ, and that, you know, you change your ways and you change your heart and you repent and you start living better and doing better and treating people better, you know. So that whole sex trafficking stuff, man, that stuff is real, man. That's an everyday thing. That thing happens all over the world, not just America, not just Europe, all over, you know. So I'm Jarvis Case. I got my stuff for y'all. God bless y'all. Peace.